what we've been doing today to regulate mostly is like breath work and mindfulness. So like trying to, in everything we do, we like feel, it's like what does the clothing feel like as it contacts the outside of my body. Try not to go too deeply internal, because if you feel like the sensations within your body, sometimes that can be triggering or overwhelming. And then being like, how do my feet feel contacting the floor, the micro movements of the muscles that hold me up. So like every step, every place I sit, how does the chair feel? Is it contacting me? How does the temperature of the air feel against my skin? Like what noises can I hear with a sense of allowing them to be there? And staying in my hula hoops, like visualizing what's in my sphere of influence, so I don't feel like I need to dart out of our body. Doing things like breath work, and then constantly like responding to our thoughts with non-judgmental self-awareness from the mindfulness. So being like, there's nothing I need to be, there's nowhere I need to be, there's nothing I need to attune to. We're not like obligated to react a certain way or respond a certain way, and just giving ourselves permission to respond however feels natural, checking in with our emotions and like giving them the chance to be there somatically in our bodies. Yeah, I think mindfulness and breath work and the hula hoop. And I guess TTFs, which we're going to do a video on how to do them. But because when you practice them enough, you start noticing things like, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? And you are able to like categorize what's a thought and what's a feeling much easier. And then also you start learning like when there's a cognitive distortion. So thinking like, oh, that person just smiled at me, and my brain goes onto threat detection, but I notice it happen and I'm like, I don't know their motive for smiling at me. Maybe they feel awkward, maybe they're trying to be friendly, but like really not to assume their intention, and just to remind myself that like whatever comes up in my mind is part of my belief structure, and that I don't have to mind read other people. So I guess we're doing like the TTF levels of recognizing cognitive distortions and bringing non-judgmental self-awareness from the mindfulness into them. So everything we're learning from like SMART and Reset and mindfulness that we've just been employing throughout the day, kind of every second, and that's helped us to keep much more regulated. Also going out for breaks, to be outside under a tree. So we've been able to keep ourselves like pretty chill considering the massive overwhelm of being here. And I actually even relaxed about our bike being locked up, because I was a bit like resource guardy feeling about it. So I feel very proud, and we're going to cycle back, and that's what's been helping a lot.